Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets buried in corporate filings. And today we're diving into Imunon Incorporated's latest report to see if it is all sunshine and rainbows or if there is a storm brewing. Alright folks, we've got a current report from Imunon Incorporated, also known by its ticker symbol IM. This is a snapshot of what is happening right now with the company, and the main dish today is all about their latest financial results. So what is the big news? On the 13th of November 2025, Imunon put out a press release to tell everyone how they did financially for the third quarter of 2025, ending the 30th of September. They also let us know they were planning a conference call to talk about these results and give a general business update. Just as a quick reminder, Imunon Incorporated is a publicly traded company with its common stock listed on the Nasdaq Capital Market. This means their financial well-being is something we can and should be keeping an eye on. Now, the real meat of these filings is often in how the company is performing financially. While this report doesn't hold the detailed financial tables like a 10Q or 10K, it references a press release that does contain those juicy numbers, and that press release is filed as Exhibit 99.1. Think of this 8K report as the official notification that the financial results are out. The press release, which is attached, is where we'll find those actual numbers and their implications. Now, the report itself does give us a heads up that this information is being furnished, meaning it is provided to the SEC but not officially filed in the same way as more detailed financial statements. This is a subtle but important distinction in the world of corporate reporting, often meaning they are sharing information without taking on the full legal liabilities of a formal filing. The press release also contains forward-looking statements. These are essentially the company's predictions about the future. It's crucial to remember that these are not guarantees. And the company explicitly warns that actual results could be quite different due to various risks and uncertainties. They advise us to check their cautionary notes in the press release for the nitty-gritty on these potential bumps in the road. So while the 8K itself is more of a cover letter, the real financial story is within that Exhibit 99.1 press release that's been furnished. Unfortunately, the filing we're looking at doesn't contain the actual financial tables, so we can't break down specific revenue numbers or profit margins directly from this document. However, the fact they are reporting their results and providing a business update is the key takeaway here. You could imagine that in that missing press release, they would have discussed things like their revenue growth or decline, how much profit they made or lost, and perhaps how their expenses are stacking up against their income. They might have talked about whether they are selling more products or services this quarter compared to last. Or maybe if new expenses have cropped up. For example, if their revenue had gone up significantly, say by 20%, that could mean they are successfully reaching more customers, or that their existing customers are buying more. Conversely, a 20% drop in revenue might signal they are losing market share, facing tougher competition, or that their products are becoming less appealing to their target audience. The conference call mentioned would have been the forum for them to explain these numbers, and a business update would give us context on why the numbers look the way they do. Is it a strategic shift, a new market opportunity, or perhaps a response to an unexpected challenge? Imunon Incorporated is in the biotech space. Companies in this industry often have long development cycles for new drugs or therapies, and their financial results can be very lumpy. They might invest heavily in research and development, which can depress short-term profits, but lays the groundwork for future breakthroughs. Investors often look at their pipeline of potential products and the progress of their clinical trials as much as they do the quarterly earnings. One of the key risks for companies like Imunon is regulatory approval for their products and the competition from other biotech firms. And finally, this report includes an interactive data file which is becoming standard for SEC filings. This is essentially a machine-readable version of the information designed to make it easier for computers and analysts to process and analyze. Now, looking at this filing, Imunon Incorporated has provided the necessary notification regarding their financial results. The real analysis would come from examining the content of the press release itself. Without those specific numbers, it's hard to give a definitive outlook. However, the act of reporting and holding a conference call suggests the company is operating and communicating with its investors, which is a baseline sign of activity. Wednesday need to see if the results indicate strong growth, stability, or a decline. Are they reinvesting heavily in R&D, which is common and often necessary for growth in biotech? Or are they facing significant operational challenges? The lack of detailed financials here means we have to take a wait and see approach, relying on the information in that furnished press release to truly understand their financial health and future direction. Alright, that is our breakdown of Imunon Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these findings and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives like this. Don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description below to join our community. Thanks for watching. See you next time.